Hello valued viewers, I hope you're doing very well and welcome back to the Yom Kippur War 2023 campaign, Day 5, Unexpected Punch It.
Okay, mission time is 5:33 and 5:35 in the morning. We do have one respawn for each, so if you get shot down, you can respawn. If you are done with your mission and want to do another one and change aircraft, you're welcome to do so. Just change aircraft. Here's if you scroll down, you can see a map of the mission overview. You can see there were both Kappa R's, Kappa Alpha and Bravo. You can see where we have Overlord and both tankers. Situation: after 5 days of operations, Syrian Air Force is in a desperate situation. All of its modern fighters have been destroyed, and they must rely on older jets like MiG-21s and MiG-23s. Syria also has at its disposal some Libyan Mirage F-1s and possibly some Iranian Mirage F-1s and MiG-29As. Their army and air defense systems have also been seriously depleted. All of their SA-10s and SA-5 batteries in the main AO have been either destroyed or disabled. Some SA-6, SA-3, and partial SA-11s, this is tails, batteries remain operational in the AO, as well as SHORAD systems. Yesterday's operations were a partial success. This was months ago, sorry guys, but it came with enormous losses. The aircraft assault on the compound east of Saikal Airfield by Task Force Hornet accomplished the destruction of the Chinese Mi-26, responsible for transporting our assets to the IL-76 stationed at Deir Ez-Zor Airfield. All units of Task Force Hornet were lost over the AO, either shot down by enemy fighters and ground fire or crash landed due to technical failures. Some aircraft units managed to deploy troops on the ground, but were later shot down. The enemy convoy transporting our assets was not destroyed and is currently parked at the compound. Task Force Sabre mission of destroying the South EWR was a failure, and all units were lost due to ground fire or enemy helos. SEAD missions by Python and Snake were a success, destroying most of their targets, including the northern EWR. The anti-runway mission against Deir Ez-Zor by Uzi was successful in a brave last-ditch desperate attempt. Unfortunately, due to some fuel trucks parked near the runway, secondary explosions caused the destruction of the Chinese Air Force IL-76 parked on the ramp, and the loss of all the aircrew. Chinese media have heavily criticized the attack and cited the son of a high-ranking party member as one of the fatalities. CAP coverage over the AO, although highly successful, was not able to give protection to the aircraft units who desperately needed it. Overnight, a group of commandos in a C-130 supported by attack helos, CAS, and CAP jets have taken the An Nasiriyah airfield as part of preparations for today's operations. And here you can see a small list of all units who were lost on both sides. Okay, next mission. Today's mission consists in two main objectives. The first one is to complete Task Force Hornet's mission from yesterday and rescue any survivors from their crash sites or the enemy compound. The second one is to cripple the Syrian government and army in an attempt to bring them to the negotiating table. Objectives: destroy the remaining sound threats over the AO, especially in support of Task Force Hornet and the attacks on Syrian government installations. Destroy the South EWR near the Presidential Palace. Establish CAP to protect our air assets in the AO, especially Task Force Hornet. Escort aircraft units from Task Force Hornet and destroy any enemy units at the enemy compound. Deploy ground troops at LC Hollywood to assault the enemy compound and rescue any survivors. Detonate charges to level the compound once placed by the ground troops and clear out the area. Disable the runway and taxiway at Saikal Airfield to negate any enemy response from that airfield. Destroy the Presidential Palace southeast of Damascus. Destroy the Syrian army headquarters in Damascus. Destroy parked armor units from the 4th Armored and 7th Mechanized Divisions. And finally, rescue any surviving crews from last night's Task Force Hornet failed attack. Okay, moving on to CAP objectives. Set up CAP Alpha, set up CAP Bravo after that SA-6 has been disabled, and escort Ascot 1, which is the Hercules that's going to be taking the survivors back home from Al Nasiriyah once TF Hornet mission is completed. If you can take a look at the CAP overview map here, you can see CAP Alpha, and it's right over Al Nasiriyah. And then once SA-6 at Saikal is destroyed, the CAP can move to CAP Bravo. On the return trip, you got to stop at Nasiriyah and escort that C-130 back out to the sea. Okay, moving on to Python. Python objectives: to disable the SA-6 site at waypoint 6, disable the SA-11 launcher, which is a tail, at waypoint 8, and disable the SA-11 launcher at waypoint 9, which is also a tail. The only thing I'd like to comment on this quickly is that when you're going from waypoint 7 to 8, you got to kind of thread through them so you don't go into a Tunguska that's right there. You can see it on your map. I'm going to scroll down to the map. And then there's some photos of the area, of the sites. Okay, just situation area. Any questions?
Nope. All good.
Okay, moving to Weasel. Weasel objectives, destroy the SA-19 Tunguska at waypoint 4, destroy the SA-13 at waypoint 5, SA-13 at waypoint 6, and SA-3 at waypoint 7. As a secondary, if Python does not destroy the SA-11 launchers, you guys can take them. They're at waypoint 8 and 9. Here you can see, scroll down, you can see the overview map. And a bit lower, you can see there's a close-up of all your objectives here. Questions? No question for Weasel?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, moving on to Colt. Objectives is to destroy both wings of the presidential palace, destroy the Syrian army headquarter building, destroy Park T-72s at the 4th Armored Division storage area, and destroy mechanized units at the 7 Mech Division storage area. Colt will follow Weasel 2 to waypoint 2, hold orbiting at waypoint 2 until Weasel confirms SA-3 site is disabled, and Python confirms SA-11 launchers have been destroyed. If low on fuel, AER at ARCO 253.000. Once the SA threats have been destroyed, proceed on course, maintaining at least 20,000 feet over the terrain. Target area is at 3,000 MSL. Destroy the presidential palace, making sure both wings of the buildings at waypoint 4 and 5 have been leveled. Use GBU 24s. If the Mi-8 parked on the east helipad attempts to escape, destroy it as well. I suggest you might be able to use the GBA-24 on that as well. Destroy the Army headquarters building at waypoint 6 using GBA-24s and make sure the whole building is leveled. Then proceed to waypoint 7 and 8 to destroy any parked armored vehicles using the CVU-97's sensor fuse weapons. R2B to rearm and refuel if necessary. Join the cap flights if no targets are available. Just put a note here that do not go under 20,000 until all short systems have been disabled. Weasel will be going after those shorts, and you'll get messages once they're disabled, so you can go a bit lower. Okay, Overlord AWACS is on 251, and refueling is west of Cap Alpha. Okay, if you scroll down, you can see an overview of the area. And you can see where the palace and the Army headquarters are at. They're relatively close to each other. Here's another different view. And a close-up of the palace. We can see where the air defenses are there also, but Weasel will take care of those. There's also a close-up of the headquarters building. And then a close-up of the 2 storage areas. This is just an area with a bunch of parked vehicles. Okay, questions for Colt? Uzi?
Yeah, I don't have any questions. Do you have questions, Dan?
No questions, just a statement. Your Durandals are weak. I'm using the Boomhammer 2000s.
Do whatever you want to. Okay, well, the objective is to disable the runway at Cycle and the main taxiway, which I believe is also a runway because it's pretty damn big, but it doesn't have threshold lines or nothing. I wasn't sure.
One question.
Yeah, and then after that, provide cast around the compound at and Nasiriyah Airfield. Go for it.
Question about CAS. Should we bring at least 1 or 2 LGBs alongside for that mission as well as our Durandals?
You're loaded with 2 CVU-97s each, the sensor fuse weapons. I think that would do it. Just don't drop them near friendlies. But I think that would do it. But you guys can pick and choose whatever you want to.
All right.
Okay, just as a note for you guys, that SA-13 that's at the end of the runway, it should be taken out by Hornet 2 before you guys get there. But just in case, as soon as you drop all your ordnance on a runway, brake right and just flare like crazy. Okay, Sever's mission has 4 objectives. Destroy the EWR located at grid BT30 at waypoint 7. Destroy the SA site at waypoint 8. This is the same SA site that Weasel's going for it, so it's an overlapping mission. You guys can clean it out or do it if they haven't done it. Destroy the remaining SA-11 launchers at Mesa Airfield. Same thing. It's the same SA-11s that everybody's going for. Okay. left over from previous out. Sorry. Once the airfield is alerted to your position, they will try launching some type of air support. Be on the lookout for vehicles taking crews to their aircraft. Take them out. And finally, destroy any targets of opportunity at Messe airfield. There's parked aircraft, there's vehicles, whatever you want to take out, take out. Okay, questions for Saber?
Negative.
Okay, moving on to TF Hornet. Okay, missions for TF Hornets. Clear target compound from enemy presence. Destroy all parked vehicles at the compound. Deploy troops at LC Hollywood to assault the compound and search for survivors. Level all buildings at target compound using explosives. Protect Al Nasiriyah airfield from enemy counterattack until the C-130 departs. And rescue crews and special forces from last night's failed missions. Scroll down, you can see a bunch of photos from the area and the maps. Questions for Hornet? Okay, moving to Ford. And Ford's mission is to provide cap support against low-flying jets and helos for TF Hornet. Provide CAS around the compound area and provide CAS around Al Nasiriyah airfield. Yeah, I know, guys, you've been talking about how to do your task. Just figure out, just share whatever you're going to do, and I think you guys will be okay. Questions for Ford?
I'll do the flights. Enfield, F-15C. Empty. Viper, F-16. Signoria, Grand Speed. Devil, F-18. Space Chef Fire. Weasel, F-16I. Blood, Milo. Uzi, F-15E. Bean, Sock. Colt, F-15E. Cap with Simba. Jackal, Poosh. Python, F-16. Ali, High. Hornet, part of Task Force Hornet. Apache, Cover, Tanky. Hornet 2, Danny Red. Magic, Mistral, Artie. Night Guide, Me-8, Unexpected. Saber 1, Apache, Matrix, Harath. Ford, F-35B, question mark. Oh, AV-8B. Tuxor, and Elo. Let me ask the boys. My boys in Cult, what are we doing about laser codes?
They're all set at 1688, so I don't know.
Well, that's going to be problematic. Me and Simba will change to 1588. Poosh, you can stay 1688. Jackal, if you hear, you go 1578. Simba, we're on 1588. Make it so, please. Change the bombs.
Devil
and
flight
the
taking
T-Bod.
off runway 15.
Yeah, copy 1578 for Jackal.
Find a runway.
You go on the right way, Blood?
I hope so. There's a runway in this direction.
Eventually.
Alright, laser code is in on the bombs and the cloud.
Lovely. Have you done the packs, or do the packs as well?
Yep, working the packs.
Poosh, ready check. Guys, radar frequencies. Captain Simba, Alpha 1. Poosh, Alpha 2. Jackal, Alpha 3.
Poosh copies. Jackal copy.
Colt entering runway 33.
I can't get on guard, unfortunately, because there's only one UHF radio in this, but...
Yes. Well, you can monitor guard. There is a 127 common channel on COM 2.
If you want the on seriously,
I
LL?
was trying to figure out where the handbrake is.
Right instrument panel, right low.
LL, stop killing that.
Not that I expect you to remember, but 85
Simba?
X-ray is the tack end to come back.
Already forgotten, Simba.
Cool. That's my job in the backseat. I got 23 Yankee programmed in for the tanker, and comms will be 253 to talk to it,
Yeah,
but I'll change that up.
Python flight radio check guard.
My concern is the comms. Remember how to
Clear on guard, clear on guard.
Roger.
Okay, Colt, spool and hold. 3, 2, 1, now.
Land clear 243, Bean. Yeah, thanks, Ali. If you filled and the other CF flights could just let us know when that SA-13 is down, please. Thanks.
Will do.
Turning, steer point 1. Expediting to 20,000. And flight mil power. That was a quick way to get to 20,000, Simba.
Nice. And we still have 18,700 pounds.
Nice. Okay, flight, form up. My screens are very dark, Simba, very dark. Nothing seems to change them. Roll, right steer point 2. I'm aware that we're waiting for blood, but I won't go too far. Blocks on the scope, Simba. 2 and 3 confirmed that you have adjusted your radar frequencies.
I'm on Alpha 2.
Simba, can you take control of the air-to-air radar and IFF those bricks ahead?
Ooh.
No, I can't remember how to do it either before you ask. No, it's Castle. It's Castle something, isn't it?
Castle right. Or, I'm sorry. Castle left will IFF. Castle left long while having them locked up will give you the airframe type.
All flights. This is Devil Flight moving to Cap Alpha ATA in less than 10 minutes.
Fighters at 36, you're trailing.
Oh, it's Coolie switch. Coolie switch left.
Yes, right. IFF, and they have all shown up. Transponder friendly. Well done, Simba. I'm going to do it again just for fun.
And Coolie right long is the one that if you, when you have the target locked up, it will tell you what type it is if it's nose hot.
Roger. I suppose I better not go around locking stuff. Upsetting some gentlemen. Right, where are we? Nearly steer point 2. Right, one of my flight members is with me, but I can't see the other one. Who's got lost?
Jacko's just rejoining. Got vision. How did you want to divvy up the targets?
Well, you know we're bombing the palace. Why don't you take left wing push and we'll take right wing, and then we'll worry about the rest later.
Looks like we are headed to steer point 3, or are we going to orbit at steer point 2?
We'll go in a bit closer. I like to live dangerously. Say again, push.
Just say one bomb each pass. We're both on the same code. Won't they get confused?
No, I've changed to 1588.
Okay.
Simba, my display brightness is becoming frigging intolerable. Have you got really dark screens?
Look down and to your right. There should be like console lighting, and there should be a flipper switch that
So my
says
question was,
display
are we going to drop
day
one bomb
or
on each
night,
pass?
and right now it's flipped to night.
Go for multiple.
Just one, push. Sorry, Simba, what was the one you look? Oh, yeah, right. Yay, Simba! Well done. Didn't know that. Right, Simba, we've got a bunch of blips on scope bogies, so I'm gonna mode 4 them now. Mode 4ing now. Alright, viewers, let's find out if they're goodies or baddies. Goodie.
Hope your Wizzo is working better
Goodie.
than mine is. I think your flaps are up, by the way.
You know you can take that bad boy out to 160.
Yeah, it's just a visual bug, don't worry about it, push.
Okay.
Right, no, yes, right, Simba, I'll do that now. Got a big radar as well, isn't it? Right, IFFing again. Not that there's anything we can do if any of them come. Ah, we have hostiles. I will bear that in mind. They are 80 miles away though. Viewers, in case you don't know, if they don't turn into a circle when I press IFF, then they're hostile. So that one's not turned into a circle, it's a hostile. These have turned into circles, they're friendlies. So they've all turned back now. If I IFF again, I suppose I should have explained this a minute ago. IFFing again. We are interrogating their transponder. Circle, 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 circle. That one's stayed a square, so that's a baddie. So I'm going to keep a good eye on him. How far is it to steer points? It's 30 miles. We better start an orbit. Poosh, we're getting danger close. I'm going to start an orbit now.
Okay.
There we go.
Ooh, smokes in the air.
Oh wow, whereabouts? Yeah, that'll be that bandit we saw earlier, I suspect. Hopefully that's us shooting him down. We're about 50 miles away from our target, I suspect. Right, just going to IFF this guy in front of us. And IFF. Gone to circle, he's a friendly. Right, what do we got, Simba? We've got a SAM. It is a SA-10.
Search radar.
Well, that's a good job of turning around then.
Or nope, fire control.
Well, while everyone else is working their asses off, Simba, we got a lovely view. Lovely view. Look at that, viewers. You don't get that in every office. Right, where are we? So, that must be the Sea of Galilee there. Where are we? We are there. Right. Oh, so we're not in Israel anymore. I think we're in Lebanon. I think this is Lebanon here, viewers.
Yep, I don't think we've crossed the border into Syria yet.
Roger, yeah, and that's Syria there, viewers. Right, who's spiking us? It is an SA-6. That's the one that we're waiting for, I think. We'll just have to wait longer. I'm off the burner, aren't I, Simba? Still don't know where number 3 went. Someone's destroyed an EWR.
Jackal is closing up with us.
Hey, nice.
About one mile behind.
Oh, right, that's that sorted then. Mystery solved, viewers.
Yes, sir, Cap. This is fine.
Wondering how Weasel is doing in terms of taking out the SAM so we can get on.
Python is just firing harms right now to SA-6, firing harms right now.
All stations, SAM 6 site, south of Sequel is out. SAM 6 site, south of Sequel is down.
Right. Suppose you can't hear that, Simba.
Roger.
Guys are reporting SAMs are destroyed. I'm not entirely convinced it's our SAM. And Blood's refusing to talk on the net, so I don't know what to do now. Okay, we need to confirm that Weasel's taken up the SA3 and the SA11, and I haven't heard anything about that. All sorts of radio interference. 2 and 3. All of a sudden I'm getting radar interference. Both confirm that you've deconflicted your radar frequencies. Must be genuine jammers. Right, circles, so they're friendly. Friendly is good. Right, Simba, what we're looking for... Can you hear me, Simba?
I can.
We're looking for the SA3 and SA11s to be shot. I mean, I haven't seen an SA11 at all on 2s. I have seen an SA3, but it's not there at the moment. So we'll have a look on our next pass. Cult flight, we are waiting until the SA3 and SA11 have been taken down, and I've not heard confirmation yet.
Blood took out a SA11 Glad Fly.
Alright, yeah, that's a book. Good. That's good. Right, so I just need to worry about SA3 now. I'm not seeing it on our 2s anymore, so I'm going to assume it's been destroyed. We'll just give it a couple more.
SA3 site down.
SA3, that's it, guys. Right, guys, we'll head in after our next rotation.
Okay.
The only thing that worries me about the Boop, the SA11, if he hasn't destroyed all of them, is they can fire independently and they can fire without radar emissions, which basically makes us a friggin' sitting duck. SA6 down. Oh, the boys are doing things. The boys really are doing things. H1 wing of the Palace is on one steer point and one is on the other steer point, but I don't know which is which, so...
Waypoint 4, waypoint 5, and waypoint 6 are GBU targets.
Roger.
Yeah, but which is which?
SA6 side looks like it's down.
4 is the left wing, 5 is the right wing, and 6 is the headquarters.
Let me read that back to the boys.
Good job.
Poosh, you will be bombing steer point 4, the left wing of the Palace. We will be bombing steer point 5, the right side of the Palace.
All stations,
Jackal, you are targets of opportunity.
Well, totally destroyed.
Jackal copy. Cruise copy, steer point 4.
Alright guys, expediting turn to target now. Right, let's go and bomb some friggin' palaces, guys. Oh, we've lost 3 again.
So I believe it's page 20 in your knee board. When you see it, it'll be like a white Excel spreadsheet with black in it. It's got our list of waypoints vertically on it. And it's got Palace 4, Palace 5.
Visual.
Yep.
Nice. Alright, very good. And then Army HQ. Alright, very good. Right, we're heading hot now, Simba. We are a good ways out. That orbit was massive, so... Right, so we're heading to IP now. Steer point 3. Are we?
Do you want to go ahead and put us in air-to-ground mode? You can always change the radar back to air-to-air, even in air-to-ground mode.
Just give me 2 seconds. Air-to-ground. Confirmed. Cult flight switch to air-to-ground mode. Right, lots of
air-to-ground.
Air contacts ahead. Simba, I'm going to start IFFing. Friendly, 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 friendly. All friendlies ahead of us for 80 miles. Oh, that's good news. Alright, we have bricks on radar. More IFF. Friendly, 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 friendly. 6 friendlies. About a dozen friendlies ahead of us. Me wakey. still showing SA6 emissions in front, which worries me slightly, but they've promised me it's down, so I guess we see what happens. Friendly. Aha, what's that? That did not turn into a friendly. 20 miles to IP. Well, Simba, once we get to IP, it's all going to kick off quite quickly. FYI. I'm starting to slow down in anticipation to give you maximum bombing time.
Do you have the teapot up by any chance?
No, do you want me to?
SA11, just short.
If you got a second, pull up teapot, take control, type 4 into your IPC.
Magnum SA11, break.
Cap is taking control now. Cap has control of teapot, stand by. You want it at steer point what?
Put it on steer point 4.
Are you sure? Because we promised Pooch we would do 5.
Alright, do 5.
Stand by. Fuck, it's in a position where I can't see the text, so it's just going to wait a minute.
Just hit 5 and then on your top row.
That's weird because it's not doing what I asked, and I don't know why it's not.
Yeah, it was doing that to me too.
Oh, come on! Always something wrong with this thing. Well, I'm stuck in steer point 11. Is that what happened to you?
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. We can find it manually? Pooch, have you managed to find your target on T-Pod?
No, mine's pretty dark, and I can't get it to shift over like you normally can if you put the waypoint into that SP slot.
We have exactly the same problem as you, so we're trying to work the problem. Don't go in too fast, though, Pooch. Stick at about 300 knots. Pooch has the same problem as us. We're going to have to find it manually.
Welcome.
Viewers, what usually happens...
So it makes me feel better. I've been struggling for the last few minutes.
What usually happens is you type a waypoint number in there, and then you click there.
Plus my display is really dark. I can't get it to brighten up.
Okay, it's on your right console. Look for a switch that says display, day and night. Click day. They got the same problem.
Yeah, I've done that. Uh-oh, it's too dark.
Thank you.
For them. Alright, I've got a rough track of the area the building's going to be in.
Roger, that's so frustrating. Alright, Simba Wimba. Do you want me to put it directly on your nose? That may be a good way of navigating, in fact, towards it. Let me go and do that now.
Well, so there's an airfield. There's an airfield that's just down the mountain on the opposite side from us from it.
Yeah. Simba, I can't select waypoint 4 or 5 to navigate to either. Something's gone really wrong here. Or maybe
I've got the target.
Roger, fire at will. Just bomb whatever you can at this point then. I've got 4 selected. It's 4 dots, so I suppose it's turned it into a target point, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, now it won't designate.
Alright, I'm going to leave you to work that problem.
Yep, it's got us on the building. Alright, does Pooch want left wing or right wing?
At this point, we're going to take right. We promised to take right. Alright, Simba. Designate target. Currently I have no CCIP, CCRP, ASL, so something's not going at the moment. Yes, I'm ready. Yeah, drop a wheel. Drop now. Push and hold, Simba.
Master arm on.
Nah, bollocks, sorry. Scratch it, we'll go around. We've got time. Ah!
Roger.
Right, trigger safe. Ah, god damn it, viewers. Now I've got to put the master arm on because I'm an idiot. Pooch, we've got ourselves sorted out. We're going to start bombing. You catch up whenever you can. Right, have you got your laser set up? I'm sure you have. But...
Pooch shack.
Affirm 1588. And kneeboard also confirms all bombs are 1588.
Well done, Pooch. Pooch just bombed his wing. Hopefully it wasn't our wing. Okay, I'm turning in, Simba. I'll tell you when we're on target, just in case you can't see. Time to release 30 seconds. Going towards the target now. You have the trigger. 5 seconds. Bomb away. Alright, Simba, I am slowing down. Alright, Mr. Palace, if that is your real name. That's a handsome result. It took a few minutes, viewers, but we got there in the end. Nice. Oh,
Impact.
You even killed a thing. Right. I mean, the wing hasn't been destroyed. Are we expecting it to be fully destroyed?
No, I don't think the building has a damage model.
Roger. Boys, we've destroyed one of the wings. Poosh, you've done the other. I don't think the actual building falls down. Is anyone not ready to move on to second target?
I'm ready.
Yeah, let's roll.
Okay, guys, punch in waypoint 6, and we're going to bomb a Army HQ, I believe.
T-pod should be slewed to it.
I've got this feckin' annoying thing, Simba. I can't choose a new waypoint, steer point. It's something to do... I've seen it before. I think it's... Is it because we've got a target designated? It is, isn't it? Can you undesignate target, Alex?
Check again, see if you're on waypoint 6.
I am now. Yeah, I don't know how that... It's weird. Alright, never mind. Turning in now. Cap turning to steer point 6.
Who's turning steer point 6?
So you know the big old roundabout in the middle of the city? Well, not quite the middle of the city, but there's a huge roundabout with a bunch of big buildings. That's where our target's going to be.
So it's close to the... Right. Alright, guys, it's only a couple of miles away from the palace. It's near a big roundabout in the middle of Damascus.
Covered by cloud for me right now.
Roger. Well, you know what this feels like? It feels like that Ukrainian strike on the Black Fleet headquarters. That's what we're doing now. Have you designated the target, Simba? According to the
target designated.
Alright, we are hot. We are 43 seconds TMR. You have the trigger. 5 seconds.
Kind of a U-shaped building, right?
Roger, push.
One away.
Boom. Ooh-wee.
Somebody got it?
Roger, you carry on, push.
At 15 seconds to impact.
Right, Simba, where do we go next? I've got the rest of the mission.
Waypoint 7.
Roger. Simba lets me type it in.
Shack.
Roger, waypoint 7 next, guys. Steer point 7. Right, 7, enter. It doesn't let me do it. I think it's because we've got a target selected or something like that. I can't remember.
7 dot. It's in.
Roger. Is that how you got it to work? 7 dot?
Affirm.
Right. Okay, there's something to do with how we're set up. It needs a 7 dot then. I can't remember why that is. Right, anyway.
Because it's a target point.
Yeah.
Target points are periods,
Yeah, I know that, but why can't I choose a steer point? It won't let me choose a steer point. Only all it'll do is let me choose a target point. It must be because we're in air to ground and have a target selected or something like that. Did you get your snap to waypoint sorted for the T-pod?
Yes.
What did you do to fix it?
7 dot.
Roger, I'm going to pass it on. Guys, we got our T-pod waypoint problem sorted. All we needed to do is, for unknown reasons, is type 7 dot, and then that allowed the T-pods to start working, so just bear that in mind.
Yeah, I think he identified them as targets is why.
Oh, that's why we couldn't select them.
Yep.
Roger. Okay, Simba, so he set them up as targets in the mission editor.
I didn't figure it out.
You're 30 seconds out. You're 30 seconds out. And you have the trigger.
Yeah, guys, I think my DCS is just crashing my...
Waypoint... Okay.
20 seconds to release if we're releasing on this one.
Nope, we're not releasing on that one.
Alright, do you want me to turn around? No, I'll let you...
So we're going after vehicles now?
We're trying to figure it out.
The army, or the tank, or the tank T-72 storage area is near those fuel tanks, but it's not at the fuel tank.
Let me go and have a look. Okay, 7 it says depot 1.
Yeah, okay, here you want here as well, Danny.
We found a helicopter.
There's a target
of opportunity, as it were. We've got a GBU-24. We can drop it on that helicopter. Some would say it would be rude not to. You're too late for this pass, but next pass.
Well, we've got it queued up.
All right, I'll expedite.
Was that you that hit chaff flare?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I don't know why, Simba. I just am.
It just feels like the right thing to do.
Enjoy a little F-15 missions. I'm not sure we're hugely effective, but it's nice, fun bombing.
I seem to remember us being the only ones that survived the last
overhead waypoint 7 now.
Fair point. Pooch, we couldn't find the targets. I remember the targets should be tanks, and we couldn't find them. So we found a target of opportunity, a helicopter down there. We're going to drop a bomb on him.
Okay. That was part of the assignment.
Although I think that's where the tanks are supposed to be. Maybe the tanks are at the tank storage?
Roger, well, we're inbound on this helicopter. Let's take him out anyway, Simba, and then we'll worry about the tanks. Alright, we're hot. You have the trigger. 25 seconds to release. Slowing down. Viewers, whenever you're dropping laser-guided bombs, don't go too fast. It'll be the most annoying thing in the world. You'll find out why.
One away.
Big bomb. You're a big bomb, sir.
Have the SEAD taken down the SAMs at the runway?
That I don't know. They've taken out everything else, but I don't know that.
Most of it, B, not all.
Yeah.
Copy that, Ali. What about
Boom,
that
boom, lots of
SA-13
fire.
on the runway
Right, find some
threshold?
tanks,
Is that
Simba.
down?
That's your job next.
I didn't see that go down.
I'm going to go in the left orbit.
Okay.
Right. Do you want to drop this with auto? Or does it even work with auto? These are CBUs now, Simba. CBU 97s.
I put them on CDIP.
Alright. This is my time to shine, baby. Can you queue it up on the target? Put it on the target.
Affirm.
Alright. Master caution. I got a master caution. Flight controller. Never heard that.
Probably because you pulled it out of autopilot.
Yes. Yes, that'll be why. Hold on to your pantyhose and get ready for lots of chaff and flare, Simba. No, I'm not. Where the friggin'... No, hang on, I'm probably just being a knob. Stand by.
Just off your nose.
Going round. Put some flare out just in case. What I'm not getting is a frigging... I found it. Scratch it, we're going in. You got the setup and ready to use, Simba?
Yes.
Alright.
They're gonna release in pairs.
Yep.
And 200
Picked up
or
a low
200
flying
feet in between.
aircraft in the vicinity of waypoint 7.
Come on, give it to me, and bombs away. No, that was the helicopter. The target was at the helicopter. Just bombed the helicopter pad. Handing it back to you. Under serious fire.
Oh,
burner
shots.
on. Oh shit. Right, we're gonna have to Israel this shit back home.
Yeah, you are.
Jettison, where's the friggin' jettison button? Emergency jettison.
Alright, I'll get it.
Cult members, we've taken serious hits. We're RTB emergency. God damn it. There's nasty AAA down there, so be careful when you go in for your drops.
How low were you when it happened?
About 8,000.
Okay, I'm still up here.
Alright, turn the jettison button.
Oh, I hit the Admiral's doorbell, Simba.
No, you gotta turn it to combat stores and then hit the Admiral, and then hit the red button in between.
Right. So I'm turning it to combat jettison. It's not coming up with anything on my screen. Why not?
That's fine. Just hit and hold, press and hold.
Done it.
Alright, that's all the bombs.
Why didn't it come off with my Admiral's doorbell? I would have thought it would have come off with my Admiral's doorbell. Come on.
Do you still have it in stores select?
I've taken it off now. We're all back to standard, and I'm in nav mode.
Okay, I was gonna say if you do it again, it'll jettison all the pylons.
Roger. Try again. Yes, you're right, Simba. Look at that. You've been clever today, aren't you?
Yeah, I paid attention to your tutorials.
How about that?
Shameless plug.
Yeah. Right, Simba Wimba. Let's get the chop out of here. I've put in steer point 1 because we're in nav mode, and I'm expediting 70 miles. Fuel 11,000. All is well. On heading for home. Right, now we've got to think about how the hell we're going to land this piece of S with one wing. Just saying. We have definitely got one wing. Oh, we are burning. Let's face it, Simba, we've been in worse positions before.
Yes, we have.
She feels a bit sluggish, like a wet sponge, Simba.
Hey, you're the one flying it.
I am the one flying it. Right, we are 55 miles and Mach 1.3 and climbing, and we've got friggin' all the fuel, Simba. All the fuel. In fact, why am I flying? Simba, take control of the damn plane. What pay you for? Jesus Christ. You have control. Let's get there.
Easy flight, you've got bandits 053 from your position.
Hunter was
65
interesting,
miles.
doesn't she?
Viper is coming into
Eh,
intercept.
she's smoothing out. You go fast enough, you don't really need wings.
Right?
That is affirmative.
Oh! Simba, if you get a chance, look right and far back. We're missing a rear stab. This is going to be interesting landing. A real interesting landing.
455.
Do I want to know why?
No, you don't want to know why. Right. But
I mean, I know we're missing a left wing tip and a right stabilizer.
We'll have to land 300 knots and hope for the best. Look at that, Viewington Wewingtons. You don't see that every day, do you? Anyway, 4 control services for friggin' nerds. We just need 2. A right wing and a left rear stab. Plus we've got 2 fins. Having any more is friggin' greedy.
I feel like my waypoint's out to sea, so...
Can you declare my nose?
Yes, I got it wrong, Simba. I'm going to give you a new steer point. Just slow down.
Damp Sock Space Chef, we have friendly just to the east. And Viper is engaging.
Just give me a second. Why won't you work? Shift. Simba, stop jerking the plane around. I can't do the UFC. Shift. Bravo. Alright, you've got Bravo waypoint now. That's on the base. A little bit left, about 20 degrees. About break. 20 miles, baby.
Copy, should be present for ground.
Fuel, 6,000. Oh my god. Our right wing's on fire. And the right wing's fallen off. We now have 1 control surface. Simba, do something. How did that even
last
happen?
time I opened the canopy, the engine shut down, so I'm gonna
Right.
let you do the canopy.
Right, I'm gonna do the canopy. God damn it. How the hell does our plane always end up something weird happening? Viewers. Why can't we just have a normal flight? It's a nice normal flight that normal internet people do. 12 miles, and it is on your... I don't know, because we've disappeared off the map, because apparently we're dead. Huh. It's somewhere in front of us, Simba, but I don't know where.
Yep, a little bit off to our left, about 11 o'clock.
Yes. Right, you've got to try and land on the longest runway, whatever that is. Well, if we get out of this one, Simba, I'm going to buy you a Coke.
Can you pull the speed brake?
You're on the speed brake. Pulling now. Speed brake deployed. Anything else, sir?
Here in about 5 seconds, go ahead and give me gear and flaps if they still exist. Wait till we get below 300 knots.
Roger, sub 300. Gear coming out, sir. There they are. Yes. Yes. My beautiful eagle.
Ooh, without the canopy, we can really hear the nozzle.
Yeah, I like that. Don't get too slow, Tim, but you will lose control. You're not landing a normal aeroplane right now. Oh, this F-16 is going to think, what the hell happened to that guy? Yeah. Hero worship us. Alright, you're going to hammer on those brakes. Don't aero brake it. You've got no friggin' wings, Simba. Reverse thrust buckets. Well done, Simba. You landed a plane with only a smidgen of wing and no rear stab. That will give you some in-game kudos. And who doesn't want... Ooh, solar panels. Who doesn't want in-game kudos, Simba?
That's what we do it for.
Alright, you park it up. I think that'll do us for the night. We can watch some boys for a bit. Isn't it just like last week we had a wing on fire when we landed? Why does it keep happening to us?
The viewers ask for it. And there's 3 fire extinguishers on the wall, so
There
we
is,
can put
right?
it out.
Right, well done. Well done. I can only apologise. I hit the eject button. Well, that was jolly fun, viewers. Right, let's see what's going on here. So, Sock's doing a sock thing. Oh, he's still got his bombs. That means he's going to be bombing something. What's he gonna be bombing? He's in F-15E as well, but he's not lost his wings. Chef is up here with pretty much nothing. What else have we got? We've got our today's F-35 apparently. Duckford, pretend you know how to use that T-pod.
Yeah, we got a beam and damp. They're still they're going after a runway. They're pretty close now.
Roger.
About 2-3 minutes.
I got a bunch of tanks at that second
well
or that third target.
How come you didn't get shot up? Did you drop?
I stayed above 20,000 feet.
What, like you were ordered to in the brief? What's the matter with you? Yeah, we disobeyed orders a little bit, and we paid the price.
Yeah, beam and damp are going in pretty sexy.
Yeah, I'm watching,
right now.
But it looks like they're going to miss the radio of the runway because bean and damp. Ooh! Sock blew himself
How
up.
embarrassing.
He blew himself up, poor Sock. He tries so hard.
Whose bomb was that blew him up?
His own.
His own?
His own, yeah.
No, down nose. This guy will do it properly.
This is take 2.
Yes.
Instead of taking Durandals, he wanted to take the 2,000-pounder, so that's what he got.
Well, we told him not to, so he blew himself up with his own blaster.
You have to do these bombing runs in a slight climb, otherwise, yeah, that'll happen.
There's a good reason.
There we go.
He's bloody landing.
You can't use them from that height. You can't use them from that height. They've got rockets.
Yeah, they're coming out.
Oh.
Bit late.
They won't work. Well done. Do it again.
Interesting.
That was an interesting use of Durandal. Right, so that's why you don't use 2,000-pound bombs to hit a bloody runway.
Well, if you are going to do that, do it from height. This is going to take some serious editing to make it look good.
No. The viewers do not expect good from us anymore.
While we were talking about embarrassing stuff, did we miss the escort or...
No, DCS did its thing, and the C-130 did not take off.
Sweet.
Oh, so we didn't screw up, but someone else did. Good.
Yeah, just the program screwed up.
No.
Yeah, you can see they're working now because they're dropped high enough. You can see their little rocket motors going.
Well, at least we got to kill the SA-6 in time and everything. It was fun.
High.
But that was more LEV. LEV was in lead. But yeah, both of our CBUs cleaned up pretty much that SA-6. It was fun.
Ooh, solar panels.
Oh, there we go.
I've installed aircon into his. I've installed aircon into his hardware shelter.
Well done, Bean! He did it! We're so proud of you.
Danny, you need to take your mouth out of fast forward and your brain out of rewind.
Well done, Bean.
Negative goes harder.
Thanks, Captain.
All right.
In the end.
I've got my head up to C-130.
Yeah, give it Rwenge.
Push it.
I don't think it'll let me go in.
Yes, it will. Everything lets you go in with enough lube and enough force. Ask Damp.
There's one journey.
It does appear you're... Yes. That's a pretty miserable... Your lovemaking is very miserable, Duxel.
Well, that's my life for me.
Well. On that disappointment... and he shot. Welcome to Debrief. It's a huge mission, obviously, so we need to find out what went on. Anything from unexpected before we go over the flights?
No, I think we should go over flights and I can give a final thoughts on it.
All right, start working your way through the flights, guys. I haven't got them to hand, so you'll have to figure out who you are.
The first one's SIG and Grand Speed, but they're still in game and muted.
Ah, friggin' Milsim nerds. All right, next flight. I know they survived to the end.
That would be Space and Fire.
Ready? Another flight that's not here? All right.
Got a Weasel. Blood and Milo?
Yeah, so our task was to take down a few shore-ride systems, SA-3, and then a secondary target of the SA-11s, and then we employed this revolutionary new tactic of reading the brief and staying above 20,000 feet, so we didn't get shot at, staggeringly. And we killed all our targets at a nice leisurely pace and went home.
Huh. It will never catch on. Next flight.
That's a Bean and Damp.
And they went to another room.
Really? How hard is this? Right, well, we're not going to find out, obviously, what will happen, viewers. Next flight.
GCAP.
Oh, right. Myself, Poosh, Jackal. We took off last, as everyone suggested. We flew the waypoint chain. We waited until Blood completed his targets. Then we went in, we bombed the palace, and we did it perfectly. Well, we had a few minor problems, but we got it sorted, bombed the palace. Went to the Break Army HQ, bombed it perfectly. Then we went to the tanks, found them, and then I demanded to take charge, because Simba had been bombing at this point, and I went down real low to get some lovely sexy screenshots, and then immediately got shot by AAA. But they blew left wing, right wing, and starboard rear stab off, but we made it all the way home, 70 miles, with just a port left elevator rear stab, and somehow landed. Poosh bombed everything and just did perfectly, and finally got home. And then Jackal crashed and gave up, crashed his computer. So all round, okay-ish, but we didn't listen to the brief. Next flight, which is how it should be.
Python, Ali B, and hi. Yeah, well, we got airborne. I think we were probably about the first airborne in our very overweight Viper, all the way up. Went around the route. We fired a couple of harms at the Assam 6 site. That took the radar out. We then lofted some CB-105s, which devastated the whole site. We then continued threading ourselves through the gap of SA-8s and 19s, and we lofted on the three remaining tails of the SA-11. I think I got one, but I'm not sure somebody else was there before me, so I didn't see a kill on it. But unfortunately, High in the loft maneuver got taken out, I think, by an SA-8. I'm not sure, but in any case, so he died. Yeah. I came back, rearmed, refueled, and for some reason, I had symbology with harms on. I had the symbology with harms and CBU-105s on the aircraft, and I had no 105, so I don't know what the hell went wrong with the aircraft. But anyway, that's it.
Good one. It was a good one. Yeah, I got shot down by an SA-8 when I popped up. Bad luck, but accomplished the mission and was good fun. Good flying there, Alibi. Good.
Well done, boys. Next flight.
That's cover and tanky with Hornet 1, and in typical helicopter mission style, went really badly.
Huh.
We took off, immediately got kind of bounced by a couple Hinds. We actually shot them down, and then I think our Harriers got mad we stole their thunder, and they shot us down.
Oh.
So that was life number 1. Life number 2, we actually made it to our target, but the SAMs hadn't been dealt with, so we dodged those and took a few of those out, and the cap hadn't arrived because then we were promptly shot down by a Mirage.
Yeah, that's helicopter life, I'm afraid, in GL. Next flight, please.
Hornet 2, Danny and Redo. Took off, ignored the helicopters that those two went to deal with. Headed towards the target. I was starting attack runs, and Redo was about a mile behind me. I found one of the reinforcement convoys heading towards Sekal and got shot down by his issue in that convoy. Redo did some stuff killing some things, and then he died, and then we both respawned back at airbase, and then helped defend there for a bit.
Roger, boys. Next flight, please.
Magic Arctic Mistral flew out along the route, ran into the group of enemy helicopters that's already been mentioned, took out an Mi-8, and then proceeded onto the target area, orbited as per brief, and eventually got shot down by a Mirage. Second life, I spawned and headed back towards the target area and got taken out by a Hind before I got halfway. Not good.
Roger. Next flight, please.
Night Guide went out on the first attempt, got shut down by friendlies, Harriers, and went out on the second attempt, made it to the staging area, waited there until the boys kind of cleared the area out. And when everything was cleared and we were ready to go to LC, the Mirage showed up and shot me down as well. So that was it.
Dear. Have I missed anyone, guys?
Devil flight. Devil. We took off. We got established in our Cap Alpha. We took down some enemies that were coming from the north, moved to Cap Bravo after the SS6 were disabled. We found several enemies taking off from the nearby airfield. So that was all in coordination also with Enfield and Viper. So excellent job. I think we took down all the enemies that were in the area. Sometimes maybe a bit late, but that's how it is when the enemy is taking off and shooting down immediately helicopters. Tough day. Oh, and still going back to base. Everyone's going back. Good mission.
Well done, boys. Is that my
Viper flight? Real quick, I can just tag
hello,
on
Signore.
to. Hey, we were capping Vipers and we were coordinating with Devil Flight Space Chef, who just did his debrief, and as he said, it was quite nice. It was hard to save all of the choppers because the MiGs would take off and immediately shoot the choppers before we could even think about it. So it took us a second to get there, even with our grinder going on up there in the cap area. But we shot down all of the bandits working together, and both members of Viper Flight, Grand Speed, and I made it back RTB. That's
Well
it.
done, you two boys, guys.
Saber Flight. Yep, Saber Flight. Apaches took off, flew around the route. Harath had a technical issue, couldn't join me. So got to the layout point, detected the early warning radar, took a few Hellfires to take that out, but did that in the end. Turned around to do the SAM-3 site, took out the radars, and some of the launchers were still left by the time I'd expended all my Hellfires. Egressing, I got hit, so I force landed and respawned. Cover acted as CPG, went back to the SAM site, busy destroying that when essentially we got to the end of the mission.
Roger, boys. Bean and Sock, by the way, did hit their target. They took out the runway.
It's can you hear me, Cap?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were the big boys at the back of the bus, taking off late, and we did a bit of air-to-air refueling. Well, I tried and failed miserably first time doing probe and drogue, doing a boom instead of probe and drogue, so I was horrible at it. But damp was great. Then we went in, thanks to the guys, the SIAD, who cleared the way for us. Got to target, and I did the honourable thing as any leader should be, and sent Damp in first to absorb all the bullets. And so he died. But, then he paved the way clear for me. But I got halfway down the runway and realised that I'd lost the target on my radar designation, so they weren't coming off the rail. So I had to switch to CDIP and then start doing it manually, one by one. So managed to get a few off, went round, re-attacked, did the runway that was supposed to be poor old Damp's runway, and then shot down a Mirage F1 on the way back, and I'm just on the way back now.
Wow. How did you...
So, busy flight.
No, you have been busy. Right, Harrier.
Harriers. I apologize to the Hilo guys. That was me. That was me that shot somebody down.
Hello.
I was engaged with MI8, came off the rail, and then he exploded, and then it went after the friendly Hilo. So that was my bad.
Kill of us out.
And then we engaged the ground targets. Me and Tuxo was going back and forth, taking out the enemy that was aggressing on our base, and we got quite a few. I got shot in the face, took off again, and then we took out quite a few ground targets. Then I got shot down again, but Tuxo was up, and he put in work.
Yeah, I think we cleared it all out in the end.
Done, boys.
So that's it.
It's my boys right there. Right, I think we've heard everyone now. Unexpected summary.
I think it went pretty well for the Jets. Not so good for the Helos. I know it's a complicated mission. So the weird thing is that DCS does its things. The C-130 was supposed to spawn in the middle of the runway, take off. It didn't. It spawned in a taxiway. The Jets were supposed to ignore the Helos. They had I deleted the cap thing and had them to engage only Jets, but of course that didn't work. DCS again, but beyond all, I think it was a fun mission. So yeah, and we're done with this Yom Kippur now.
Well done, unexpected. Well done, guys. I'll see you later.
Later. Sorry about that.
Unexpected.